sounds like me. I can't find my winter shoes either. I must have very smartly packed them up somewhere.
Yeah.
But I now don't know where the heck I put them.
But I'm sure they're there, nice
And
and
then as soon as I
organized.
go out and buy
Yeah.
a few more pairs of shoes, I'll
You'll
find
find
them.
them.
Yeah.
Find them
You
in
know,
July.
the Teutonic Mana Choir, the German club over in Troy Hill?
Yeah.
I rejoined there.
Okay.
A bunch of years ago, I said to Chris, where would you like to go? They keep saying the Caymans, Bermuda, Castle, and Bavaria, blah, blah. So we go to Germany. We fly to London, fly down to München, and I thought, I'll join that German club. There have to be German Americans that know if I go to the Mercedes Museum, go to the Hunters Museum in München and all this stuff. And then I just kind of dropped out and I rejoined recently. So Thursday, my son and I and a cardiologist friend and his friend are going to meet they had luncheons there.
Yeah,
with
they do.
authentic spatzel and
A lot of people I work with
go over to that.
But several people belong to it.
Yeah. And I thought, oh, rather than wear this, I'll wear this red Christmas sweater I have. Well, I couldn't find that sweater to save my life.
Oh, yeah.
So I tore apart, I have a walk-in closet in the den, and I found it today.
Yeah.
So,
Of course you did, as soon as you needed it, yeah. As soon as the time when you needed it passed. That's my luck. We're going on I'm taking myself and my mother, and then a couple of my friends and their mother, going on a Mediterranean cruise in May.
That'll be nice.
So it's like.
You do Italy or what?
We're doing Italy,
Greece?
Spain, Croatia.
Okay.
So it's a couple stops in each of the, in France, there's a stop in Cannes. But, yeah, I said it'll be the first time I took 2 weeks off since my honeymoon.
My freshman college roommate, who he and I couldn't get along to save our lives our freshman year, and he blames the college because it was very competitive in that only so many of you are going to get in med school, so many of you are going to get in law school, so you get in and I don't.
Right.
And I don't really blame anything, but we've since buried the hatchet and become good friends. Well, he was in France, Portugal, Spain. Now he's coming back, and he says the ocean's really rough right now. And they were going to stop in Bermuda. Now they've nixed the stop.
Well, they have that storm on the East Coast, right?
Yes, yes. And apparently it's affecting how bad the ocean is.
What islands are you hitting up in Greece? Do you know?
Corfu, I think we're gonna be in Corfu, and I think that might be it for Greece.
Okay.
There's
Well, it is after 7, so I think we got to go.
We'll call the meeting to order. Since everyone was here at last month's meeting, we'll dispense with introductions. I think you know everyone. We'd look for approval of the minutes for November 20th. The motion?
I'm gonna abstain since I wasn't here.
Well, we might need you to.
Do I do it anyways?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Carries unanimously. There is no old business, new business. We have application number 2023-0015, Jason Frost, location 3063 Sir Charles Drive, McDonald, Pennsylvania. And I think a lot of the success, I can't predetermine the outcome of meetings, but a lot of the success is based on what is presented, how it's presented. And I think the dilemma, as you know, from last month was requesting the appeal of Liz Ross's decision. This evening, what you're requesting is a variance. And the side yard setback variance for decks is 10-foot minimum. I think what you're requesting is a 9-foot variance because the deck is about 1 foot from the line, if I'm not mistaken.
I did some measurements, it's about 5 foot.
Okay. I think we need to swear you in, correct?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. And if you want to use the podium, you're welcome to. What am I missing here? I have a black screen here.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
Is this, yeah, you can hear me.
Our screens are black.
Jason
need to-
Frost, 3063 Sir Charles
Oh.
Drive, McDonald, Pennsylvania, 15057. So when they did the plan, where it sticks out, they moved it down towards the stairs. So it looks in this drawing like it sticks further out. But I took a measurement from the side of my house to the post, the far post, the edge, and it's 6 foot. And I have 11.99 of my property, so I'm 5 foot into the setback.
So
that
you'd
would
be looking for a 5-foot variance?
Just to
if
clarify,
that-
I did this markup to the best of my measuring ability at my desk, so.
So there's a slight deviation in
Yeah,
the
his
measurement.
measurements are more accurate.
So as opposed to 10 and 9 being eaten up, it's 5 of 10 being eaten up.
Correct.
So yeah, and in the, pre-stages, we didn't know as owners about how it was working. We had the deck builders as the professional company applying for the permits and stuff like that. So, and then that last month was the wrong request for the appeal. Obviously, I didn't know what we were getting into. So yeah, this is for the variance request. And a lot of our yard, part of the design reason for this was because we have a very small flat portion of the yard. We are a walkout, so everything on the side slopes down, and that's what we wanted to utilize, was that slope on the side of the house, right behind the garage, and not so much in the back. So we have a sanitary easement, and then half of the yard is a hillside that goes down to the access road that goes to retention pond. And that's a steep, unusable portion of the yard that we can't use, so. But yeah, it is narrow in general, 10 foot, I guess, is the setback, and we have 10.99 feet, so that's less than a foot. That gives us to utilize anything on the side of the house.
Questions you may have?
Just with your application, you provided a letter from somebody. Could you explain what that is?
Yeah, it's lot 627 on that side, the side that is closest to the neighbor where the encroachment is. I just, we had talked about it before building the deck, because I think before the deck was ever built, we talked to our neighbors just to make sure the HOA wanted neighbors to be on board with building, and naturally, we're all gonna say yes because we all wanted that, so. But I went back in preparation for this meeting, just have him sign something that said if I were to get approval from the township, that he would be fine with it being in the setback. So that's what that was.
And your deck got HOA approval too? Is that what you said?
It wasn't anything formal.
Okay.
It was more or less us talking with our neighbors and making sure they were okay with it. Because the HOA at the time was run by a management company, and then they switched it over to our board. And that's during that time. So previously, it was a management company, and I think that's what they wanted.
Okay.
I have one other thing to add from a zoning perspective with the whole reason that this came up was because somebody else in the plan wanted to put in a deck that looks like theirs. And I said, oh, you can't do that. You don't, it doesn't meet the setback. And they're like, oh, well, they did it. So it's not like there was a complaint that this was, negatively impacting the neighborhood.
But you didn't want to create a precedent.
Right, exactly. So just for what it's worth.
No, I appreciate that. One more question. There was a neighbors list that you submitted also. Had you talked to those people as well, or I just wondered why that was included, out of curiosity.
So in the paperwork that we got in the violation letter, it said provide a list of neighbors within
Okay.
300 feet of the house. So that was all of our neighbors.
Okay.
And most of them are neighbors we talk to daily, weekly at least,
And no one's complaining to you, what a crazy deck over there you have.
Not that 20-foot fence we had to deal with.
No, not a 12-foot fence with a tree growing out the side of it. Okay, just making sure.
If there are no other questions.
One more. When was the deck finished?
It was finished, was it May, end of May? It was right at the end of May.
May 2023?
Yeah. This year.
Sorry.
I move that we grant the request for a 5-foot dimensional variance from Section 90TD of the Unified Development Ordinance so that applicant may keep his existing deck in the side yard as depicted in the application and explained at the hearing. Is there a second to that?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Carries unanimously. Good luck with things. Thank you.
Thank you.
If there's no other business, look for a motion of adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Yay.
Almost record time.
Apologize for that. Yeah, 2 questions.
I would be home in bed right now.
Merry Christmas.
I know, I'm sorry. Just in case the invisible people appeal, I wanted to have it.
May be the last meeting.
Really?
We'll see.
I saw you, okay.
I requested another term, but you can never tell how that's gonna go, you know? They may approve it, they may not even address it, it's hard to say, so.
Well, I hope not.
We got a system now, so.
This is yours, I think?
Yeah.
That's a neat pen, it's nice and.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I know, I like it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't sign in. Is it over there?
Sign-in sheet?
Oh, here, sorry.
Do you need
Oh,
the
wait.
money?
Here, get,
I guess she's not gonna let you
I
sign.
guess not.
No, you're not permitted.
It's a free week.
Pro bono,
Sure.
doing pro bono for a township.
James is okay.
Thank you, that's very kind.
Yeah, so what do we got here?
Merry Christmas. It's
Thank you.
popcorn.